Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I would like to thank Mr. Bhagwandar and Bharatiya Vichar Sadhana for organizing such an important event and giving me the opportunity to speak here. As Pakistan is now fully exposed for its double standards and dubious role in war against terrorism, because it has been sponsoring, training, and exporting terrorism to wreak havoc in the region and all over the world. It has been equally brutal to crush minority within its territory and the territories it has forcefully occupied. I belong to Pakistan-occupied Balochistan, and I would like to talk about how Pakistan is carrying out a systematic genocide of the Baloch people. I would like to shed some light on the early history of Balochistan before its occupation by Pakistan. Before the partition of India in 1947, Balochistan was divided by the British into two parts: British Balochistan and the state Balochistan. British Balochistan was direct under British rule, while the state Balochistan was ruled by the Khan of Kalat. When the British left the region, they merged British Balochistan with Pakistan, but the state Balochistan was given the status of an independent and sovereign nation. After 9 months, the state Balochistan was also attacked and occupied by the Pakistan army at gunpoint, when the ruler of state, Khan of Kalat, refused to sign the annexation papers. The Balochistan crisis began that very day and continues to this moment. The Baloch resisted against the forceful occupation. The Baloch leadership at that time was deceived to come to the negotiation table in the name of Islam and Holy Quran, only to be captured and hanged or put behind bars for life. This was the first of the 5 military operations conducted in Balochistan since 1948. The fifth one started in early 2000s and continue with full intensity even today, with no end in sight. Despite huge injustices such as forceful occupation, the Baloch tried to adjust within the Pakistani state and struggle for their rights within Pakistan. But every time they raised their voice for their rights, they were met with violence and military operations. In spite of continuous efforts of the Baloch to strive for their rights within Pakistani Federation, the state always wanted only Balochistan, not its peoples. The Pakistani establishment was same with the Bengalis. When the Bangladesh was eastern Pakistan, the Punjabi-dominated West Pakistan amended their so-called constitution in favor of Punjab, in a way that budget of the country was distributed according to the landmass, not according to the population, because the Bengalis were in majority in population. Balochistan and all the provinces in eastern Pakistan were merged into one unit against the wishes of the people, in order to make western Pakistan larger than the eastern Pakistan. When Bangladesh eventually succeeded in getting rid of Punjabi occupation and achieved their independence, the same Punjabi establishment amended the so-called constitution to distribute the budget according to population instead of landmass, because Balochistan is 45% of Pakistan while its population is hardly 5%, and Punjab is the largest province by population. This is but only one example how Punjab is running the artificial state of Pakistan to carry out genocide of other nations and loot and plunder their natural resources. Today, Balochistan is facing worst kind of state atrocities and human rights violations on a daily basis. Military operations are conducted, people are abducted and disappeared for life, or tortured, killed and dumped. All this is aimed to oppress the Baloch, deny them their rights, and loot their land and natural resources. Balochistan is located in a strategically important location and is rich in natural wealth such as gas, copper, oil, gold, to name only a few. Gas was discovered in Sui area of Balochistan in 1958 and is supplied to every corner of Pakistan, but the people in the area where it was discovered still collect woods for cooking. Same is the situation in areas where oil, copper and gold mines are located. The fifth and ongoing military operation was started by dictator Pervez Musharraf in Dera Bugti and Kolu against the political struggle of Baloch people led by Nawaz Bugti. In 2005, Pakistani forces attacked the house of the veteran Baloch leader Nawaz Bugti in the Dera Bugti region. Gunship helicopters took part and bombarded the entire Dera Bukti town, killing 70 innocent Baloch civilians, mostly women and children of our Hindu community, and wounding dozens more. Since 2005, more than 26,000 Baloch people, including civilians, political activists, leaders, intellectuals, students, and teachers, have been abducted, and more than 13,000 people have been killed and dumped by the Pakistan Army. Attacking of civil populace, burning of houses and entire villages, harassing, torturing, and abductions of innocent Baloch civilians, including women and children, have become a routine practice of Pakistan Army across Balochistan. After Indian Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi highlighted the human rights abuses in Balochistan and sufferings of the Baloch people, the Pakistan Army intensified atrocities against the Baloch. Heavy military operations in different parts of Balochistan, including Dera Bukti and Makuran, claimed lives of more than 150 Baloch people, and at least 200 innocent Baloch civilians were abducted by the Pakistan Army. These crimes were committed in a response to India's stance on Balochistan and to send a message to the world that no one can dare talk about the war crimes they are committing there. On the other hand, the human rights groups remain silent as the Baloch suffers at the hands of an occupational force. Even today, with all these atrocities taking place, you would not see a single headline about it in the Pakistani media. Balochistan is facing a complete blackout by the local and international media. Any journalist who dare to report or even visit Balochistan without army's consent is targeted and killed. Those who merely speak about Balochistan from other part of Pakistan are also attacked and silenced. Killing of social activist Sabeen Mahmood and assassination attempt on journalist Hamid Mir are only two examples. Students are not allowed to even discuss Balochistan in colleges and universities. China has also become a crime partner with the Pakistani state for war crimes in Balochistan. The so-called China-Pakistan Economic Corridor is being built on the dead bodies of the Baloch people, who oppose it and see it as a Chinese imperialistic design and Pakistani plan to convert them into minorities on their homeland. With China's help and $46 billion investment, Pakistan Army has intensified the Baloch genocide and wants to make sure that it succeeded in the evil designs, which is not only dangerous for the Baloch but also for all the peace-loving countries in the region and all over the world. Pakistan is a terrorist-sponsoring country, and this has become now a well-established fact through its dubious role in war against terrorism. It has been sheltering, training, and exporting terrorists to fight in Afghanistan, in India, and counter the secular Baloch struggle for freedom. Baloch are the natural ally of India and the peace-loving countries against terrorism that Pakistan has been sponsoring and exporting for so long. But it is very unfortunate that the international community has kept quiet on the sufferings and subjugation of the Baloch nation by the terrorist Pakistani state. We are very glad that India has finally raised the Balochistan issue and brought it into the front page. We are very grateful to the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi Sahab and the Indian government for talking about Balochistan and highlighting the issue at UN General Assembly and the Human Rights Council. We have seen Bangladesh and Afghanistan endorsing India on Balochistan, and we have also seen European Parliament warning sanctions against Pakistan if it doesn't stop atrocities in Balochistan. A bill was moved in US Congress to designate Pakistan a terrorist state. All these developments are a result of open stance of India for Balochistan. We hope this support from our Indian brothers and sisters will continue, and the Indian government, Indian media, and the people of India will help save their Baloch brothers from Pakistani occupation and war crimes, like they did for Bengali people in 1971. I thank you all once again.